Hello, everyone. It is us again with Felicia and Jen. I'm Felicia.
And I'm Jen.
And Jen, who do we have today?
Today we have Becca.
Becca.
Hey, guys.
She's one of our local EMTs.
Yes.
So I just wanted to introduce you, and if you could just tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
So I am,
First off, your name is.
do what?
Don't get nervous. You're okay.
Oh, no, I'm good.
You're amongst friends.
Yes.
I'm Becca. I am a local volunteer rescue squad person. I've been doing it for a couple years. I'm just helping. I like helping people.
Cool. So Jen and I have questions. So here's my first one. So like with me, if I watch a scary movie, I have to immediately watch a cartoon afterwards because I don't like scary things. So without giving too many details, have there ever been a call that you just couldn't stop thinking about it? And how did you finally get over it? Whether you did or not get over it, how did you do that?
So one of my calls that really got me was a CPR call. We got dispatched me. We got called out. Somebody was just not breathing right, and then they stopped breathing, so we had to do CPR on them. We had a whole bunch of people that came and did that. I did get over it eventually. I used to journal, to write stuff down, like how to get it out of my head and stuff.
Oh, wow. Does that happen a lot?
What?
Going on calls where you just have a hard time not thinking about it?
Not a lot, surprisingly. There was another call that I can't go into detail, of course. It just took me a couple of days to get over it. Can't really say much about the call and stuff. So,
Do you think you've experienced a majority of the things you would go through being an EMT, or do you think there's a lot more experience?
I feel like there's going to be a lot more experience, honestly.
Are you ready for that? You're prepared as best as you can be?
I'll be honest, when I first started, I was very nervous. I didn't think I was going to last this long. But I'm glad that I'm still there, and I got a lot of friends there and all that fun stuff.
Okay. So that being said, being an EMT and, having to deal with those difficult situations, what do you think, what kind of qualities or what type of person do you think would make a good EMT?
You have to have a good attitude. They train you on the spot. When I first started, I was very shy at first, but then I started getting out of my shell. I was very peppy. And you don't really need the medical experience. They train you on the spot.
And do they teach you how to cope with the stressful situations?
Yes, we have. We have a chaplain. I love my chaplain there. We have a chaplain that we can talk to. They do have a stress management team that we can talk to and all that stuff.
Wow. What about training? Like, how do they? What are some of the things that they train you on to be an EMT? I'm pretty sure, I can't remember, it's at least 2 weeks of training. They do different days for different stuff. So the first one's introduction. They have a safety training. They have an ambulance checkout training where they show you all the stuff that's on the ambulance. There's a website that we use. So we have website training and all that stuff.
Okay. Interesting. So are there any perks of being an EMT?
You get discounts at places, like some food. Yeah.
So they give you free stuff?
Like at restaurants and everything?
We get discounts. Yeah.
So do you have to show a card or?
So we do have our badges that have our station on there. You can wear your uniform. Has to say something about it where we are volunteering and stuff.
Okay. So question. So let's say you're at a station, right?
Yes, there's 2 stations where I run out of.
And so let's say a call comes in. That address sounds very, very familiar. It's either a relative or it's a close friend. Is there some type of protocol? Do you have to go on that call?
You should not go on those. You probably get too close and all that stuff. You can tell your driver and your PC, your provider in charge, hey, I can't go on this. This is a close relative or whatever.
So you have that choice.
Yes.
But I'm sure that would kind of probably kind of be hard, you know, especially if you know the address. You kind of, it's like, I can understand why a person probably wouldn't want to be there, but I would want to be there and be like, I want to know what's going on, but I could see why.
So after calls, usually we do talk about them amongst ourselves, like what we did wrong, what we didn't do wrong. And they can talk to you when you get back and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Are they understanding of mess ups and things like that? Because I'm sure it's a very serious job, obviously, but being new, I'm sure.
Yeah, so there's a thing called probationary. With my rescue squad, you have a 6-month probation period to show what you got and all that stuff. If you mess up once, they're like, hey, let's work on this again. So
they're very understanding.
Yeah.
So do you have to put in a lot of hours?
So when you first start, you should put in 24 hours a month. So we have junior members and regular members. Junior members go under 24 hours, and then like the regular, like my age and stuff, are 24 hours.
So depending on your seniority, you get less?
No, we should really all try to run 24 hours.
Okay.
But you don't have to do it all in one day, or you can split it up the times. Like sometimes I do 5 hours, a few times I've done 10 hours. So it all depends what your schedule looks like.
So do you like schedule it in advance?
They would like you to, but if you just want to, like, let's say today, if I wanted to go after this, I could just sign up.
Because there has to be a minimum amount of people that need to be there. Like, how do they know that they're fully staffed?
So there's a driver, a PC, and 2 crew members. So that's 4 people on the ambulance.
Are they paid?
We're not paid. We're volunteer. They do, in our county that we live in, they are paid. We do have paid.
And those are the people that are there.
24/7.
Driver and the...
Yes, but
okay.
So that's a different crew. They're there 24/7.
Could you switch to be paid, or is that a whole nother program? Or
so you can become paid. You have to become an EMT, and I don't remember the exact length between EMT and volunteer when you go on to the EMT side
okay.
to go on paid.
So are there the levels? Because I know in some places, like if you're new, you're called a rookie and all that. Are there different names?
So there's a rookie. So that's like the first few years, and then just regular. And then if you're at my department, if you're there more than 20 years, that you become a life member.
Oh,
that's my goal. Become a life member.
Oh,
what perks do you give that? Like being a life member, or anything?
You don't have to run as much.
Oh.
Yeah.
Somebody told me once that you get a break on your taxes.
Yes, that is true.
Like if you run so many years, you don't have to pay property taxes.
That I don't know that answer, but I know the other thing is true.
What do you, like right now you get a tax break?
Not until after you are there for 3 years.
That's interesting. Yeah. Save some money on our taxes and save lives.
Now answer this question honestly, Becca. You know me and you know Jen. Do you see us as being an EMT? Answer honestly. My feelings won't be hurt.
No, I think I could see both these EMTs.
I mean, I'm jumping to my question. I'm jumping to the question here. My question is, what if I don't like the uniform? Can I tailor it to my style?
So, we prefer you to wear our uniforms.
Man.
So that's mandatory.
Yeah.
I mean,
what about all the colors though? Is there a color?
Yeah. What's your colors?
Ours is dark blue.
I could find some dark blue pants.
You can wear dark blue pants or black pants.
They supply with all that?
You can at our store that we have.
Oh, there's a store?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That would be.
I didn't know that. I know.
Huh.
But it's their uniform though. So it's not would I be able to come in with dark blue jeans and then maybe the mandatory shirt?
You can wear jeans on them. I've seen people at my department wear jeans on calls.
Okay.
I think it's like a dark color
jean.
Like that though.
How about shoes?
So the shoes that we have are steel toed. Do you guys know what steel toed are?
Yeah.
They're
yeah.
They make lightweight ones though, like Skechers does. You can buy sneakers that are steel.
They prefer black steel toe boots. It helps so in case you drop something on it.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
The stretcher decides to roll over your foot.
Those are
heavy. That
they
makes
are very
sense.
heavy. So.
Huh.
Yeah.
So.
I'm not just thinking about it.
Really?
Sometime I'd die.
So because I do get confused when it comes to first responders and who's who. So with your uniform, what is the basic uniform for EMT?
So we have our steel-toe boots, our black tactical pants, and our regular like a t-shirt that has our department on there.
Okay, and what equipment do you have with you?
If we went on an accident call, we wear turnout gear. So those, the turnout gear is to have, in case like you have to like climb into a vehicle. Okay. And it's a thicker material and you won't get cut. And it's also fire resistant. And then, we do have helmets that we wear to go into cars. We do have our gloves. Ours are reflective, like the lettering and stuff is reflective. So like in the nighttime, you don't want to get hit by a car. True. So basically, when a call comes in, you would have to know what to grab. See, and that's the thing. That way,
how
maybe.
Do you know that?
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking about me.
They tell you what call it is, like what type of call it is, or do you just guess and you're all? So
they have dispatchers. The 911 dispatchers will contact us through radio and say, hey, this is the type of call you're going on. And where it's at, address and everything. Okay, so then you can decide, okay, this is a accident, a car. Do they say like flipped? Sometimes they do. Okay, so then you'll know to put on the gear that you would probably need for that.
Do you bring it all with you maybe? Do you have it all?
Is there a chart?
So I have a big bag with all my stuff and I just put it on the ambulance out of the way. So
okay, so you already have it with you. Okay, that makes sense. Because I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, what should I wear? You know, is there like a chart to say, hey, if it's a car accident with this is what you wear, but you carry everything with you. And then on the okay, that makes sense. And then we do change in the ambulance, but we keep our regular duty clothes on underneath, so we don't want to be all like showing everything, you know? Yeah. Oh, okay. It's very interesting trying to get changed in a moving ambulance. Especially whenever you go over potholes. So, has there ever been a call where the weather was a hindrance to you getting somewhere?
Oh yeah, it was snowing pretty bad. Do you remember the first snow? I trucked down the driveway that it was like a half mile long, and I got snow in my boot. I was not ready. So, yes, we do have like treacherous weather. So. Like snow plans. If we need to go out on a call during snow, the fire department comes with us because they're assisting us.
And I know that you drive bigger vehicles. Do you want to drive the ambulance? And can you press the button?
So I was planning on doing the EVOC, but I'm right now in college just doing online classes and I work 2 jobs.
I'm sure that's probably a pretty detailed course. I'm sure it's not just like driving. There's probably
right. So you need to go to, it's called EVOC, emergency vehicle operation. I don't know the last letter.
Acronyms.
Yeah. And then, you do driver training. So we do have driver trainers at our department. They come, we go on calls with them and we do driving training and then our chief decides when you can become a full-on driver.
When you start off, is there someone you like, I guess because we call it shadowing when we do it here, is there someone with you to watch you and see how you are on the calls when you're first starting out?
So that's the provider in charge.
Okay.
Now, we do have a mentoring thing. So during your first 6 months, you have a mentor that you can go to, like if you need to talk to somebody and stuff.
Okay. Oh. So it's all like the stress and, the wearing all the clothes and the steel toe boots. Like what makes you want to go back? Because you don't have to, right? You're volunteering.
Right.
So what makes you just want to go back and
keep
go
going?
There? Yeah.
It's like my second home. Like I'm happy there. I got a lot of squad family.
So family.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I'm sure it can be very interesting sometimes.
Yes.
Wow. So if someone listening to this is like, you know what, this sounds interesting. Like, what do you do? Like, if someone is interested, what does that person do if they want to be an EMT?
They can go on their counties, like you can Google, like, so-and-so rescue squad. And then you pull up their website. They should have something on there that says, click here to volunteer.
Oh, okay. Is there a reason someone would get turned away?
I don't know. I don't know how the answer to that
I would think
question.
your basic, like drugs and criminal.
Yeah, and background checks. I mean, yeah.
And so you really enjoy it. It's something you...
I do. I really like going there. Like I said, I've been there for a little over 2 years. I'm still going strong. I do plan on becoming a life member. There's also other things you can do at the rescue squad. You have associates, so they help like do craft and vendor fairs. We do a lot of fundraising, and all that stuff. And you can become an IV tech, which is pretty cool. And then if you want to, you can go on for paramedic school.
Oh, could you be I think you call it a mentor. Can you be since you've been over 2 years, do you qualify to be a mentor?
I honestly don't know the answer to that question.
I think you'd be a good mentor.
There's no official title for the mentor.
Yeah, I think you have to be there a little longer than I have, but I don't know the answer to that question.
Okay.
Huh. So you go on calls, what do you do when you're not on calls? Like, I'm sure you have some slow days. And
I'll be honest, I take a nap on the couch.
Oh.
And I'm always
we do like to go out
TV.
we do like to go out to eat. We go meet up with some of the other people. And,
Okay.
We also go out, just have fun, we do watch some TV while we're there. So
no one's cooking a big meal like on TV. Like you're seeing they're always cooking and someone's making.
Sometimes people do cook. Yeah,
but it's not like on TV.
I know, it's on TV, they make it.
They're baking the big pot of stew and everyone's eating.
Then the call comes and everyone throws down their spoons and runs out. Wow. Well, is there a time limit that you have to be at a call?
So there's, it depends on like where it is.
Okay.
Like if, let's say you're at one spot and it's like 20 minutes away, you can't get there. Gotta obey the law of the road and stuff.
Well, how long does it, like, once you receive the call, how long does it take for you to get, like, on your vehicle to get out?
Maybe 2 or 3 minutes, if that.
So it's like you have to always be ready. Is there like because I'm picturing, y'all are watching television, and then is there like an alarm that goes off to say there's a call?
So we do have alarms. It drops tones. So tones meaning like what kind of call it is, like where it is and all that stuff. And then some of the departments I feel like have like lights that will be glowing and just say hit the tone, and then we just go.
And it's like your mindset's like, we're not thinking about what we're doing. There's a call. We're stopping.
Yes.
We're going.
My advice before you go on a call is go to the bathroom.
I was going to say, do you slide down the pole?
No, that's the fire department.
Do they have a pole at the fire department?
I honestly don't know the answer to that question.
That would be fun. Imagine just sliding down that would be dangerous for me.
That
better be
honestly, that would be dangerous for me too sometimes.
Wow. So have you recruited any other people? Like, have you spoken to someone about it and they decided, you know what, I want to do that too?
No, but my friends have recruited, that run at my department have recruited me to go there.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like it could be word of mouth, or like you said, if someone is interested, they can go on the website.
So that's why, like, we do some job fairs. We also go on like standbys. So standbys are like an event that you go to, like, let's say like a 5K walk. We go there and they're like, hey, do you guys need more people? And we're like, heck yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It is.
I mean, I know they're always looking for more people. It's never ending because I guess there's not enough people as is. So it's a constant thing.
Do you know of a time where y'all just could not get to a call and then another district or department had to come in?
So sometimes they get other departments on the call. If one of us can't get there, the other person picks it up. If that makes sense.
So I'm guessing for that to happen, it has to be what, weather or just traffic or
if we're on another call.
That does make sense because if another call comes in, you can't be at two places at one time.
Yeah,
I never thought about that too until just now.
How many people run on an average, like on a day? Like, what's your minimum?
What do you mean, like
when you go for your shift? What's your minimum amount of people? And can you do 2 calls at the same time?
So it depends on if there's another ambulance there, and if there's another crew. So, sorry. Like one ambulance only has the driver, the PC, and the 2 crew members. And if we have another 4 people, yes, we can go on more than one call.
Wow. This is really interesting.
I have a funny ambulance. It's not funny, but I do have an interesting story that I thought I'd share. I read an article where a lady got hit by an ambulance.
Which is?
And she was hit. She was injured. The ambulance was there, obviously, and they took her to the hospital. And she was mad because she received a bill from the ambulance company to transport her to the hospital.
I mean, they did provide a service.
But they hit her.
But I figured it would go under the insurance and they'd be like...
I don't know if they pay... I mean, I guess the fact that she was even billed for it, I don't know if she had to pay it out of pocket. But you would think that they hit her. I don't think they were even on a call. They just hit her and then put her in the back, sent her to the hospital, and they still billed her for it.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, would I have gotten in the ambulance knowing they hit me?
And she felt like she shouldn't have to pay it.
That's a tough one because I'm looking at it as she was hit. Yes, you hit me, but you're also capable of taking me to the hospital. I don't know.
I feel really guilty about it.
Yeah. Oh, I would definitely feel guilty. Yeah. But thank you. Well, first I want to thank you for being a first responder, and I think being a first responder, that is just, I can only imagine some of the things that first responders see.
Yes.
That I know I personally would not be able to handle. Like I said, if I watch a scary movie.
You can talk to anybody at your station and be like, hey, this is really bothering me, and see if they can help you.
I think we should do another episode in time and see, because you're still young and you're still new to the whole EMT thing. Let's see, maybe in a couple years if you're, when we're blowing up,
When we become famous and Jimmy Fallon is like really trying to get a hold of us.
I think y'all should become famous with Jimmy Fallon.
Like when he's like calling us, like,
hashtag Jimmy Fallon.
And Becca, who's playing you in the movie?
Yes, because we might do it. We're going to have a documentary. So every person we interviewed.
You have to ask this every single time.
Yeah. So every person we interviewed, we're going to have someone to play them in our documentary.
Oh, I don't know. Cameron Diaz.
Let's do it.
There you go.
Cameron Diaz is going to be Becca.
Anna Kendrick.
I'm thinking about Keke Palmer now. Because first I said Angela Bassett. But you know what? There could be a younger version of me. Keke Palmer can play me.
This
I know.
Is huge.
We cannot afford to pay any of them. But we're going to have a fundraiser.
Watch her podcast or listen to her podcast on YouTube because they'll pay us.
They will pay us, but we need 1,000 subscribers.
Subscribe.
You guys should go on TikTok too. Just saying.
We want to keep y'all guessing on what we look like. Keep y'all guessing. But thank you, Becca, and I want to say thank you to all of the first responders that are listening, because without you guys and gals,
a lot of us wouldn't be here.
We would not, because you're definitely saving lives, and you're the ones out there in snow, rain, everything, getting to people. And so we do. It's us again, Felicia and Jen, say thank you to all the first responders that are listening, and thank you, Becca,
thank you
for being on our show. Yay! All right, you guys, we are signing off. See you later. Bye.
Bye.